Hey everybody, it's Kevin and welcome to Kev's Vibe with the Day, where I give you something to gnaw on of a positive nature. But I got something to share real fun this morning. Um, I did a impromptu little reading this morning for somebody, and it's kind of interesting. I use my decks and three card spread, which is Strength Heart Challenge. Really goes into where our strengths are, what we know for sure was the first card, and then the heart card is about what's unfolding, what's the energy that's surrounding right now, in the right now, in the where we are in growth, and then of course the challenge, what needs to be worked on, what needs to be understood, what needs to be reconciled, or perhaps something we need to know about the situation. Doesn't need to necessarily be about a thing or a situation or a person or a problem. However, I think whenever folks tend to seek additional guidance from spirit world through the tools of the cards, there's usually a reason that they want to know. They'd like some information. And then there are folks who just give me a general idea of what's happening. What do I need to know? And while I'm doing this, it came to me that, wow, goodness, we do have this responsibility that what could be suggested, what could be put forward, what could be said has a responsibility to it. In so much that, wow, you can change a person's perspective by giving them a way of looking at something, which is really how I feel about what this is every day. A way of looking at something, not an absolute. So it led me to thinking to myself, wow, there's interpretation. And as I do more of it, as I connect more with energies and vibrations beyond the physical and in the physical, more of this information comes. Anyway, I digress. So what was interesting was, knowing I was coming to do this, putting this video together, I put the cards all back together and did my prayer of asking for the four corners of the earth, Father in the sky, Mother in the earth, the ancestors, ascended masters, and great ones, including my spirit guides, to come forward and welcome them in and ask, thank you for giving us a message and revealing to all of us what we need to know and share. So I put the cards back together and I drew one. And I drew the druid. There you go. You can see it when I push it up in front of my face, which is not a new card. But then I put the deck back and placed the deck over here, which is where I normally place it. And the whole deck slid off the table and landed on the floor, all in a big heap. And immediately I knew that this was not, I just did not find the table because I put them on the table and they just came off the table. So is this mischief or magic? A bit of both. I put the cards neatly back together. I, did some reverence for it, dusted off any dirt and muck. It wasn't a lot. Anyway, the point I'm making is there's a message sometimes in the situations that make us stop and think about what happened, because things are always going to happen. They are always going to occur. The tendency on a human perspective in what we do on a daily basis is to react, respond, do something, jump, run. I don't know what it is. We see something, hear something of news And we have to tell people. We have to repeat it. It's as if we've got this burning desire to let the world know this news. Doesn't matter what the news is. Behind it, I think, is really more the desire to be heard, the desire to have someone pay attention to us, the desire for us all to be seen and heard and people paying attention. So, my point of saying this, the cards flopping on the floor and going all over the place, was Spirit's way of saying, pay attention. Pay attention to the messages that you're putting forward. Pay attention to what's being heard. Pay attention to what folks are listening to, what they're absorbing. In other words, their message to me was, have a responsibility for what we're saying and what we're doing, which is fine. The Druid, and I'm going to read because it's lovely. It's a lovely message. See, there you go again. This is so weird. So I don't know where these came from, but there's two cards that popped off and went on the floor. So I'm going to just turn them over. Medicine Mother, and the lady. And the deck is clearly over here, sitting on a pile, all piled up. And they just flew onto the floor. This is just weird. Not weird. I'm not. I'm delighted in a way that is, well, okay, we've got a mischief maker here. And I'm fine with it. Sometimes Spirit World wants to have fun, and it's all good. I'm not wigged out by it by any means. Let me read what the Druid has to say, because he's a lovely man. I was looking at the picture, and here he is with a staff in his hand, and I'm going to show it to you again. A staff in his hand. At the top of it is a lovely crystal that seems to be illuminating, lighting the way. And, we're holding a walking stick. We're holding basically a rod tangled up with some feathers. So it's a bit, to me, like life's totem. And the message really here is, hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. I believe this is a time that we let Mother Earth have her transitions and the Father in the sky to support it. In the last little while, those of you who have studied the chakras know that there are 7 physical energy centers of the body. In some faiths, they call them nadis. They're just energy centers. They are energy centers that work alongside the physical body, belly, procreation area, the genitals, grounding, the feet, the right to be here, the heart, and then the throat, and then the head and the ears and the senses, and of course, crown of the head. There are 4 more. The Earth Star, that is really a beautiful, in my mind when I see it, it is this illuminated bronze brown looking, amber looking color that's more, if you've ever seen pyrite, or if you've ever seen this bright glittery color, that's what it reminds me of, which is below the feet. And then the Gaia gateway is the essence, the womb, the heart, the vibration of the actual earth itself. If you think of Mother Earth as a living being, which she is, all living beings have a nucleus, they have a heart, they have a center to them. Gaia's gateway and Gaia itself, which means Earth, is the essence of Mother Earth. Above our head, above that silvery violet flame energy, is the soul star that's connected to us. In some paintings you might see it as a halo, a little sort of auric glow above the head. And then above that is the stellar gateway, which is a larger, probably, if I had to put it into measurement, maybe a meter above your head, perhaps a bit more. It's larger, it's bigger. It is what the energy filters through that comes from farther in the sky, if you will, the heavens, the galaxy. At any given moment, we ourselves can become the bridge between both. When we pray, we send our prayers up. Very seldom do we actually ground our prayers down in, which is, for me, the word prayer is connecting with the spirit world. As we learn to ask for help, expect help, we learn it by asking for things that we want, things that are not our right, rather than being grateful, rather than saying, I come in gratitude to say thank you for all the blessings I've got. Like, I love this affirmation that I came up with, that I am the most blessed human on the planet or on earth. And that reminds me of true blessings. So the message of the Druids, and I've had my hand smacked by the spirits for being so verbose, is hold your station. Things are happening. Some people say it's whizzing by, some people it's going slow. Now is not the time to make a reaction or feel like nothing's happening or get frustrated. Things are going to happen unexpectedly. Look at the base level of it. Look at the base intention behind it. And when you wait and take time to just sit back, things have a tendency of working themselves out on their own without diving in. Sometimes when we dive in, we make bigger mess of what there was there to begin with. So leave things as they are. Sometimes and often I've realized that non-response is a response because you get a response from non-response. That's a decision. Sit quietly, pondering, thinking. And if you're with other people, it doesn't take long for someone to want to fill that silence with something to say. Makes it a little uncomfortable when people get quiet. They don't say anything. They don't respond. People wonder if there's anything wrong. No, just holding space. That's what the Druid comes to say. Hold space. Let things lie where they are. No sudden moves. Now I want to know what the medicine woman has come to say. Because she fell on the floor, so she wants to be heard. And if I had to do the strength, which would be the Druid, this would be in the position of the heart. And she's the medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. So I would say that this is a wonderful card that accompanies the Druid. That when we get quiet and we get peaceful and we stop looking for, expecting and needing attention from outside sources, because what we have is right in here. Being the keeper of your mind and your body, and knowing that wherever love is, fear doesn't exist. And love needs to be with all of us. When you open that up, the wisdom and honoring the inner knowing comes. And your inner knowing is just as important to you as my inner knowing is to me. And those inner knowings, because we're different people, are going to be different. but we can still love each other and get along, then what do we need to work on? Because this lady shows up. What's the challenge? What do we need to work on? And I love this because this card is perfect. Work on enjoying the growth and reaping the rewards from doing the work. I can't think of a better ending for a 3-card spread for today than enjoy this growth that you're experiencing. Enjoy this settling down, this pulling back, this turning off the volume of the rat race, the being more sedentary, the finding a simpler way to be. And as we enter into fall, which is autumn, which is coming, in some areas of the Western world, Northern Hemisphere, leaves are already dropping, turning, changing colour. Apples have already harvested, gathering in. Pumpkins are blooming, growing, ready to be picked. The Halloween season. They call that something else in the Celtic world. Halloween or something like that. And then there's the Day of the Dead. Where the veil between the two worlds is really thin. Your ancestors pop up, come and show. So the lady is really saying, as you rake your leaves and sweep your sidewalks and prepare yourself for the winter months, be in the awesomeness of who you are, knowing that we all are still here surviving a global pandemic, surviving it, working through the nooks and the crannies and the dips and the dives of all of that. And those of us who say, this is an interesting time to be on the planet, thank you for bringing me here and showing me what I need to know, we move forward. That inner knowing from the medicine mother. No time to panic, where does that get anybody? It doesn't. All right, my friends, I'm going to read from Melody Beatty's book and then guide you in a meditation. 14th of September 2021. There is power in powerlessness. You can't make this up, people. This is just to be just really. And now I've got goosebumps. Wow. Sometimes we can't help ourselves. No matter how hard we try, no matter how deeply we feel we should be doing things differently, no matter how committed we are to personal responsibility, free will, self-actualization and self-determination, sometimes we simply cannot help ourselves. We keep on doing the same old things. We can't seem to change, even though we wish we could. It doesn't mean we aren't responsible. It doesn't mean we aren't accountable. It means simply that for the present moment, we can't change, can't help ourselves, can't do it differently. Many of us have discovered a truth in these moments. There is power even in powerlessness. There is power in admitting powerlessness. By voicing the problem, by accepting the powerlessness, you are attracting help. Ask for the help you need. Admit and accept your powerlessness. Be gentle with yourself. You're not alone in your problem, your powerlessness, or your search for a solution. Let love lead the way to the answer you seek. So that goes right along with the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. The father, hold your space, recognize where you are, recognize what's happening. And then what you need to work on, the challenge would be, stay right there, people. Don't be jumping on the floor. My goodness. Enjoy the growth and reap the rewards. There's growth from not really reacting. Um, so, time to meditate. I'm asking if there's a message coming and being told, no, you've got it. So, feet flat on the floor, eyes down, big breath in. On your exhale, relax and relax and relax and relax and relax and let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Thank you, angels, ancestors, greater ones, higher ones, for reminding us that you're present, for bringing us what we need to know. And we welcome your energy at this time. Bring your heart or your mind to your heart space. That area of your body to the right of your physical heart. In that space, turn on a light. It never goes out. It never diminishes completely. This is the light of your soul. The light of your soul is illuminated by your decision to recognize it. The light of your soul is where your true desires are. Your heart chakra, the baseline emotions that are you, that represent you, lives in the heart chakra. As you breathe in goodness, love from the external environment that you're in, pull in with it the mindset of positive energy. The love. And fill your entire being, your physical being, your auric being, and the energy that's around you with the feeling of gratitude. What? Find something in your mind that you are most grateful for. What? And find something in your mind that you love unconditionally. And generate this feeling as the energy, the vibrational tone that goes with this color, that goes with this light that is you. Expand this light upward, downward, outward, and around yourself. Energy from the Father Sky, the source, that you bring through the Gaia Gateway into your soul star, down through to your heart, down into Mother Earth, straight into the heart of Mother Earth, known as Gaia Gateway, is replenishing, recharging, regenerating. In your gratitude and your love, your vibrational spirit, your wisdom, The inner knowing that is you is awakening. You are remembering as you are in this empty space where all that you are is being revealed to you through colours, clairvoyant visions, the physical manifestation of notes, books, dreams, phone calls, emails, and the like. Feel the gratitude and the love that your guardian angel who has stepped into your life and been with you throughout your creation is an extension of who you are. Representative of your spiritual attraction. Show love and gratitude towards your guardian angel, for they, who are without gender, stand with you, before you, above you, below you, and around you. They are not separate from you. They are the extension of your thinking, of your desiring, of your manifesting, of your attracting, of your doing, of your getting, of your surpassing, of your surviving. Now that you are in this space of no thing and no thought, and no attachment, total relaxation, you are as if floating in the field, in the cosmos, as connected as you have always been to all that you wish to attract. When you feel complete with your meditation, bring your hands to heart center. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Let's honor the world ourselves, send love out from within us to all those we touch as we bow and say namaste. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you and all the spirits and all the mischief and mayhem today. Until next time, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.